we are on an expedition around India to discover 100 unique and iconic motorcycles.
Motorcycles will define the face of Indian motorcycling.
This is Indian 0 to 100 motorcycles.
Mention Bonneville in front of a biker, and the next thing you would be likely to hear would be Triumph. It is possibly the most popular classic range of motorcycles in the world, currently produced by a motorcycle manufacturer. But what we have today is the previous generation Bonneville, which came with an air-cooled 865cc parallel twin engine.
Alright guys, so another day in Indian 0 to 100 motorcycles, and right now I'm in a beautiful place which you can't imagine it exists right off the highway. This is called Krishnagiri, and we are in the middle of mountains with none other than Dr. Nandakumar, who is my inspiration, who is an inspiration to a lot of people, not only because the way he rides but what he rides as well. Why did you choose this motorcycle and what is the history behind it?
My first bike which I rode a Triumph was a 1954 Triumph Thunderbird 650cc. From that time onwards, I've been in love with Triumph.
It produces 60.7 bhp of power and 61.1 Nm of torque. And we would like to thank Dr. Nandakumar for giving us this unique opportunity.
Which nearly 2 years which I've been riding Bonneville. I've done quite a long distance. I've done to Kanyakumari and Rameshwaram, 2 trips with my friends. And I just really love the bike.
The first generation of Bonnevilles were introduced in 1959 and named after the Bonneville salt flats to show Triumph's intent of producing performance motorcycles.
So when were you born? I'm sorry to...
I'm 1939 January 1st.
1939, so...
January 1st.
So this bike actually came just 20 years after you?
Yeah.
It's like we wish that we see you riding when at 100.
Yeah.
Both 100 of age and at 100 kmph.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So this is it, like you should be safe, come back home to ride another day.
It's always a great experience to ride a classic motorcycle. It's like connecting with the roots and going back to the basics of motorcycling. And isn't that why we love it in the first place? From the classic Bonneville, we will now move on to one of the most advanced motorcycles of today, a Yamaha YZF R1M. Did you want to become a MotoGP racer, but just couldn't? It must be a sad feeling. But there's still redemption, and it comes in the form of the YZF R1M from Yamaha. This thing is the closest that you can get to a MotoGP machine, and more specifically to the YZR M1, which is what Valentino Rossi rides.
Alright guys, so finally, look, I've ridden the F4RR, the H2, the Benelli Tornado 1130 and God knows what on Indian roads, in Indian traffic, but this is the first time I managed to get hold of a superbike on a proper track. Now I'm here with Sandesh, one of the fastest racers around the track in India with an appropriate motorcycle, the R1M. Now Sandesh, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, basically I've been racing Indian bikes from 2011. I've been racing the Honda 251 make until 2014. 2015 I got into superbikes 1000cc. I was riding the JK Tyre Championship, MRF Championship, and I also got into Malaysia Superbike Championship, where I got the podium as well, where I participated only in 3 rounds. So this year also I'll be participating in the national championships as maybe Malaysia Superbike if I get a good deal. Yeah.
And you're 24?
Yes, I'm 24. Yeah.
So alright, he's well on his way for a proper, very promising career.
Thank you.
Now Sandesh, since we are covering 100 motorcycles around India, I have to tell you that this is one of the highest points for me on the trip, because I didn't imagine that I will be able to even see an R1M.
Right, yeah.
Now Sandesh, can you tell me, is this the best bike that you've ever ridden? The risk of putting words in your mouth?
Yes, 100%. This bike is a masterpiece, and probably I'm pretty sure of telling that this is the best motorcycle I've ridden on track. This bike, corner to corner, it's amazing. The handling, everything is amazing. The power, how the bike gives the power delivery, everything is amazing. So this bike is probably the easiest bike to ride.
Over the standard R1, the M version offers electronic racing suspension, Öhlins shockers front and rear, carbon fiber bodywork, and a communication control unit. All of this technical wizardry makes the motorcycles extremely safe and faster to ride. And if you're a regular on the track, you can chase those tenths of a second to improve your lap times.
And it has the wheelbase is 5 mm higher, and it comes along with a 200 rear tire, which gives us more lean angle as well as grip. And also it has a lot of electronics, data logging. It has a inbuilt GPS lap timer, lean angle sensor, and also the braking and the acceleration data logging. It also we can also download an application on phone and connect it to the dash.
Well, I wish you all the best, Sandesh,
Thank you.
and for all the future endeavors and
Thank you,
races.
sir. Thank you.
It is surreal to spend time with a motorcycle like this one. It is a true example of technological brilliance by a motorcycle manufacturer. They have come a long way, and there's only one way left to go: forward.